One of the beautiful things about Lifestyle Intelligence program is that you find that all those magic answers, they're not outside of you, they're within you. And that is one of the most beautiful gifts that Surbhi gives you in this program. My name is Kristen Wilcock. I'm a board certified behavior analyst, and I own 4 centers for children with autism throughout the state of Ohio. So I've been working with kids with autism for about 30 years. And it's definitely my life's purpose, my life's passion. So I feel very blessed to do something every day that I just believe in so much with all of my heart. And then I definitely want to thank my dear friend, Amy Papadopoulou. She is the one that recommended the course to me. We were at the Parliament of World Religions last year, and Amy had the chance to meet Surbhi in person and attend one of her workshops. I got to see Surbhi on stage doing one of the speeches to the whole crowd. Before I met Surbhi and joined the Lifestyle Intelligence program, my weight has always been something I've really struggled with since I was a little girl, honestly. Probably 2nd or 3rd grade was when I first understood that I was overweight compared to some of my peers, and really started to have some self-esteem issues, self-confidence issues, things like that. And I was never really taught true health habits. They weren't reinforced in my house. They definitely weren't taught in school or any of the environments I was in. And then as an adult, I think I've tried every diet out there that is known, whether it is Weight Watchers or Atkins or keto, or you name it, I've tried it. Even some things that are probably pretty dangerous, like HCG injections, things like that. All just trying to find some magic answer to my weight and my health issues. And one of the beautiful things about Lifestyle Intelligence program is that you find that all those magic answers, they're not outside of you, they're within you. And that is one of the most beautiful gifts that Surbhi gives you in this program, is teaching you to listen to your own intuition, to your own body, to really pay attention to what's going on in your thought processes when you're making decisions about food and choices and health in general. And it has literally changed not only how I think about food or my diet, but it's changed how I think about myself, which is just it's a beautiful gift that there's no way I could ever reciprocate. So, except for passing it on. I'm gonna get a little teary-eyed, I apologize. But I was never very nice to myself in my head, which is, in some ways, it's odd to me because I feel that I am very kind to other people. And I would never say to anybody else any of the things that I ever said to myself internally. And this program really helped me to look at that and look at those conversations and be conscious about what I was doing, instead of just operating out of this place of habit and unconscious patterns and unconscious behaviors. And I've taken mindfulness classes before. I'm a meditator. I've been meditating and teaching meditation for years. And so I understood the principles of mindfulness, but the way that Surbhi guides you through how to apply that to the decisions you're making about your diet are unlike anything I've ever experienced, even with all my mindfulness and meditation courses and certifications and all of those things. And it's, she guides you through this process step by step that just opens up your eyes to what it is that you're thinking and feeling, and how you're using these external things, such as food, just one example, but how you're using these external things to deal with your emotions and thought processes in a very, unhealthy way. And the more you do that, and the more habitual it becomes, the healthier you become, both inside and out. And through this program, in the beginning, Surbhi has you document and do a lot of journaling about these thought processes and your emotional states and what it is that you're thinking. And the beautiful thing now is that is so ingrained, it's so automatic for me that literally anytime anything about food comes up, whether it's somebody asking me to go out to eat or what am I going to have for dinner tonight or at the grocery store, like the first questions I ask myself immediately are the questions that Surbhi prompts us in the beginning. And it's to really identify what's going on inside of me. What do I really need? Am I hungry? Am I thirsty? Is my body actually craving some form of nutrition, or am I, eating for pleasure or emotional reasons? And then looking at that food, the other thing that Surbhi does that is just pretty amazing is she synthesizes all of this research and information that's out there from various different diets and leaders in the nutrition and healthcare industry. And she gives you the important bullet points of all those things synthesized into one small, tidy little package that's easy to comprehend and understand. And you really have a new understanding for what is happening when you eat and what nutrition does for your body and what eating not nutritiously or eating the wrong things, what that does to your body as well. And so through this process, I did do the program twice, and I was very strict with the program both times, but I just felt after the first program, even though I surrendered completely and really stuck to it, I just felt like I wasn't ready to take off the training wheels, and that I still needed just the support of the group and the support of Surbhi to really have these new thoughts and these new behaviors really solidified in my day-to-day and just really be natural for me. And that is definitely what happened the second time around. It just really became very natural. I was able to understand everything at a much deeper level and really dive really deep into the emotional and spiritual work of this journey, because that's really what it's all about. Learning to love ourselves enough to give ourselves what we really need, and learning to turn away from the things that don't serve us and are not healthy and are not good for us. So my progress throughout this process has been pretty miraculous. In the 6 months I was with Surbhi, I lost over 62 pounds. I still have a little ways to go, but that's okay. I'm on the right track. And my BMI went from 37.1 down to 27.8, which is, I mean, it's just miraculous. And it's all, natural, all in a healthy way. I dropped about 5 years off of my metabolic age. I probably think it's more than that. And I've lost over 30 inches. From measuring my waist, my thighs, things like that. The other thing that's really amazing is I did my blood work that Surbhi requested before I started the program for the first time. And the first time I had 5 markers that were outside of the normal range. When I finished the program the first time and redid my blood work, all of those markers were within the normal range, except for one, which was my inflammation, which was still a little bit high. And that one just takes a little bit longer to get down, but I still cut that number in almost half. So the other really interesting thing that changed for me medically throughout this process is I've had an ovarian cyst and a small fibroid tumor in my uterus that my doctor's been monitoring for about 1.5 years. And I actually had two cysts on my ovary. And I had an ultrasound done before I did the program the first time. And when I completed the program the first time, one of my 2 cysts was gone. The other one was still there, but it had reduced a little bit in size. I would absolutely recommend this program to others. In fact, I did. I got a couple of my best friends to sign up with me. Like I said, there's nothing like it out there. It's not just about the food you eat. It's really about the internal work, and the internal work is what separates this from anything out there that you could ever do. And just Surbhi is the most amazing coach and cheerleader and guide, and she guides you through this process with just so much love that you can't help but start to love yourself, because her love is so contagious. So hands down, I would recommend this to absolutely anybody and everybody.